All right, thanks, guys. We once again improved to 18-9 yesterday in our last 27 crowd pleaser teaser tier package plays on patreon.com/BrockPage. Good for 67% during that span of picks. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in just a moment. But before we do that, let's go ahead and take a look at our first match of the day. And it's going to be in the Russian Liga Pro Table Tennis League. And we're going to start with Oleg Kutusov taking on Ilya Novikov, 4:30 Eastern start time. Novikov's minus 125, Oleg's plus $110. Oleg's lost his last two straight and was shut out in 2 out of his last 4 defeats. Novikov, on the other side, is currently on a 3-match winning streak with marquee wins over the likes of Sakharov, Ermolov, and, you guessed it, Kutusov during that stretch. Got to fade Oleg in this spot here. Give me Ilya Novikov minus 125, winning this one outright for some money line cash. Before we go ahead and move on, just want to take a quick timeout and welcome you to the show. Got some lines and personal leans out for Friday's Russian table tennis action. Happy Friday to you. The weekend is it's finally here. So once again, happy Friday, and let's welcome in this weekend. Now, before we go ahead and move on with the program, I just want to quickly remind you once again to check me out on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage. Once again, we improved to 18-9 yesterday in our last 27 crowd pleaser teaser tier package plays on that website. We're also 3-1 in our last 4 extra daily pick tier package plays on that site as well. We do daily premium sports picks on that website, beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. We also have a bunch of different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. Currently, we have well over 650 members signed up and active on that page. Now, you might be wondering, why would all those folks sign up to receive Patreon picks where they can get them here for free right here on YouTube? And that's certainly a great thought, a great point, a great concern. But there is a big problem with me handicapping every single game on the board, side and total. And the problem with that is this. If you were to bet every single game on the board that I put out here on YouTube, side and total, you are guaranteeing yourself failure. No, you did not mishear me. You are guaranteeing yourself failure. If you're going to bet every single game that's on the slate with your hard-earned money, it's certainly not a winning formula for success. And as a matter of fact, if you do that, it's a recipe for disaster. The books are way too smart. They're way too sharp. They certainly have a lot more money than you and I do combined to be able to absorb that kind of action. And most importantly, the math becomes aggressively against you the more and more games you play like that. So what I do on Patreon is I make life a lot easier for you. I break it down and focus in on just 3 to 4 premium selections per day. They're high percentage picks, games that I personally have action on. And I'll tell you this much, my current Patreon record is a whole lot better than it is here on YouTube, handicapping every single game on the board, side and total. We'll bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. And the good news is, if you want to check out my current Patreon record, you can do that for free right now. All you have to do is click the link in the description section below. It's located right on the homepage. It's also, the link for that website is located in the comments section below as well. And once again, guys, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive back into some more free lines and personal leans right here on YouTube. All starts Eastern Standard Time. And on deck, we've got Nikita Lyfenko taking on Dmitry Kolesnikov. And that is going to be a 4:30 p.m. start time in that contest. Dmitry has dropped 2 out of his last 3 and was shut out in 2 out of his last 3 defeats as well. Lyfenko on the other side, absolutely on fire. 7-match win streak for Nikita with marquee wins over Petrov, Smirnov, and Kolesnikov during that stretch. Gotta fade Dmitry in this spot here. Give me Nikita Lyfenko winning that one outright for some money line cash. Next contest, it is going to be Lyfenko right back on the table, this time taking on Alex Petrov in a 5 o'clock p.m. start. Petrov's lost his last 2 straight and 4 out of his last 6. Lyfenko on the other side, smack dab in the middle of a 7-match win streak, like I just said. 2 shutout wins during that span of victories. Can't fade Lyfenko here. Give me Nikita Lyfenko winning that one straight up. Next battle, it is going to be Andrei Sadkov taking on Oleg Kutuzov, 5 o'clock Eastern start time. Oleg is 4-3 straight up in his last 7, with victories over the likes of Novikov, Ermolov, and Andrei Sadkov during that stretch. And speaking of Andrei, he's ice cold right now, losing his last 7 straight matches. 7-match losing streak for him. Gotta fade Sadkov in this spot here. Give me Oleg Kutuzov getting the job done in a blowout. Next matchup, it is going to be Dmitry Kolesnikov squaring off against Igor Smirnov in a 5:30 p.m. battle. Smirnov's won just 3 out of his last 8 matches and was shut out in 3-0 in his last 3 defeats as well. Kolesnikov on the other side is 5-2 straight up in his last 7 himself. Victories against Volkov, Gribkov, and Smirnov during that span. I got to lean Dmitry in this spot here. Give me Dmitry Kolesnikov in a close one. Next match, it is going to be Ilya Novikov taking on Alexei Ermolov. 5:30 p.m. Eastern start time in that matchup. Ermolov is really playing at a high level right now. Winner of 6 out of his last 7. He defeated Oleg Kutuzov, Andrei Sadkov, and Vlad Nemeshkalo during that stretch of wins. Novikov on the other side, a little bit different story, as he's dropped 3 out of his last 6, including shutout losses in 2 out of those 3 defeats. Gotta fade Ilya in this spot here. Give me Alexei Ermolov winning this one straight up for some moneyline cash. All right, next contest, it is going to be, well, speaking of Alexei, he's right back on the table, this time taking on Oleg Kutuzov in a 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern start time. Oleg's lost his last 2 straight, while also going 0-3 in his last 3 head-to-head matchups with Alexei. And speaking of Ermolov, he's 6-1 straight up in his last 7. Can't fade Alexei in this spot here. Give me Alexei Ermolov getting the job done over Oleg. Next contest, it is going to be Igor Smirnov squaring off against Nikita Lyfenko in a 6 o'clock showdown. Igor's the $1.40 favorite. Nikita's plus $1, but despite being the dog in this one, I was talking about it earlier, Nikita's red hot right now, winning his last 7 straight with 2 shutouts in the mix. Igor on the other side has dropped 3 out of his last 5, while also posting a record of just 3-5 straight up in his last 8. Got to go with the hot hand in this one. Give me Nikita Lyfenko winning this one outright convincingly. Next matchup, it is going to be Alex Petrov facing off against Dmitry Kolesnikov, 6:30 Eastern start. Dmitri's won 5 out of his last 7, including victories over Smirnov, Volkov, and Gribkov during that stretch. Now Petrov on the other side has lost his last 2 straight and 4 out of his last 6. I got to fade Alex here. Give me Dmitry Kolesnikov in this spot. And with that, I'm going to slide into my next and final matchup for the show. It is going to be Andrei Sadkov taking on Ilya Novikov, 6:30 Eastern start time. Novikov is the massive $2 favorite. Sadkov's plus $1.50. Now, Andrei, I said it before, he's lost his last 7 straight, also failing to win at least 2 sets in 6 out of those 7. So really getting blown out here recently. Novikov on the other side is currently on a 3-match win streak and is a dominant 3-0 straight up in his last 3 head-to-head matchups with Andrei Sadkov. I got to fade Andrei in this spot. Give me Ilya Novikov winning that one outright for some pricey moneyline cash. All right, let's go ahead and dive into some shoutouts. Once again, brought to you by patreon.com/frogpage. Shout out to Mark Baldwin, Roy Munson, Griff HD, Terry X, I am Philippos, Santiago Mesa, Stephen Lewis, Stephen Martinez, Shady McQueen, Sandbox Mafia, Kiwi NZ, and last but certainly not least, gotta give a shout out to my man, Daniel King. All right, guys, that is going to do it for me. Once again, don't forget to check me out on patreon.com/rockpage, where, like I said before, we do daily premium sports picks on that website, beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. We'll bill you the day you sign up, and then the first of every month following that, we have a bunch of different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. And if you want to check out my current Patreon record, you can do that for free right now. That record is right on the homepage. all you have to do is click the link in the description section below. It's also located in the comments section. And once again, that is patreon.com/BrockPage. But most importantly, guys, I got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Happy Friday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.